You're listening to the WBT Podcast with Michael Lodge. Listen to all of our podcasts at www.wbtpod.com. Stay informed. Let's get started.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
And welcome to another podcast of the WBT. This is Michael Lodge. I'm so glad that you've joined me. Listen, I don't know about you, but I operate a business in California. I think of myself literally almost as a Californian. But I'm mad as hell at California. Californians have let the most liberal individuals control the state for so long that the state has become out of control. Good example, Gavin Newsom who is Lieutenant Governor of California and running for the governorship of California. He wants to now give every single illegal alien, free health insurance. So there goes billions, not just millions, but billions of California tax dollars to pay for people who are not here illegally. Who are here illegally, I should say. Listen, the state has gotten so out of control that this past week the governor signed a bill that did away with bonds to get out of jail. Because they felt that the system wasn't fair. I'm sorry, if you broke the law, you have to comply with the rules, and that is, if you've broken the law, and if you have done something that is illegal, it's an illegal act, you have to post bail. But they felt that the rich people could post it, but the poor people couldn't post it. Well, I'm sorry, but if you break the law, you've broken the law. And now, liberal Californians are saying, boycott In-N-Out Hamburger. Boycott them. Because they gave money to the GOP. When did Californians become so angry and so stupid that they are willing to boycott a company that provides so many jobs for students, who produces a great product, and who has Christian values at the same time? If you read the story of the owner of In-N-Out Burger, you will be amazed at what she went through and what she now owns and what she tries to do with her company. But yet liberal Californians, if they don't agree, if you do not agree with them, they come and they attack you. They try to shut you down. They have forgotten everything about freedom of speech and freedom of politics and everything else, but they want to shut you down because you do not agree with how they believe. Liberal California has gotten way out of control, people. Every time the liberals put something together, or they enact a new law, it costs Californians billions of dollars in tax dollars because it's so badly mismanaged. So, Californians, are you not ashamed of yourselves? I'm ashamed, but here I am. I'm on a podcast that goes nationwide and in international terms, but I'm trying to get the message out that says, Californians, we need to take California back. Enough is enough. Stupidity has gone rampant. If you look at San Francisco and Los Angeles, we have the highest population of all the states with homeless people, but yet they want to attack a California business, but they don't want to deal with the homeless population that we have on the streets of our cities. San Francisco, Los Angeles, two very liberal cities, managed by liberal politicians, Democrats. And we are getting known, the state is getting known for loonies, for being loonies. And yet we do nothing. We sit here in our chairs and we do nothing. The best way to change California is through your vote. You have the most power in your vote. And if you continue to vote in individuals who disrupt the lives of Californians, who create higher taxation on Californians. We have the highest gas tax. We have the highest personal income tax. We have the highest property taxes. All the taxes that we have in the state of California are the highest in the nation, and Californians just sit back and do nothing. It's become a do-nothing state. And here we have liberal Democrats controlling the state legislature, controlling the governorship, and they keep doing nonsense, stupidity, corrupt laws that are passed that hurt the Californian. So listen, I'm here to support In-N-Out. When I get back to California in November, I'm going to buy as much November California In-N-Out hamburgers that I can get my hands on. I tell you, I'm so pissed off. And I encourage every single one of you, don't listen to this stupidity of boycotting a California business. You go out there and you support that company. You support those students who are working there. And you support California businesses. We don't go around boycotting California businesses. I don't care how they believe, how politically they are that they believe. You don't boycott California businesses. I tell you, I keep remembering the words of be careful about our liberties. It's a gift that has been given to us, but it's being taken out, it's being chipped away every single day. It's like a marble statue who is sitting there that represents our liberties, but yet we have liberal politicians that are taking this big old hammer and this big old chisel and they're chipping away at our liberties and our democracy day after day after day, especially in California and especially in New York. When New York governor says America was never great. It was never great. Maybe the problem is that New York isn't that great. Maybe he's tired of living in a state that has such high taxes. I don't know. No, that's not the truth, because he loves taxes and he wants more and more taxes. We have a big problem in this nation where we have a city in the east, New York, and we have a state in the east, New York, and we have a state in the west, California, who are so heavily dominant in liberal politics that they are literally destroying the people whom they are representing. New Yorkers and Californians can no longer sustain such high taxes. In New York, if you live in the city of New York, you have to file a New York tax return. The city of New York tax return. You have to file a city tax return. You have to file a state tax return. You have to file a federal tax return. You have to file 3 tax returns if you live in the city of New York. And those are high taxes. So listen here, Americans. We have to get our act together. And we've got to get out there and start doing better at electing people who represent us. Not a party, not a political agenda, but who represent us, the taxpayer, the American people. We have let California go. And as Californians, we are responsible for what is happening in California. But we can change it. And we can change it with one single vote in November that votes out liberal politics, liberal political agendas, and bad systems for California. We have that responsibility. And if we do not exercise it, if we do not get out there and vote and stop this mess that's happening in California and New York, we are responsible. When we see our children's schools who happen to be at the lowest of the lows in all states for education, that's our responsibility, because we've let San Francisco, let illegal aliens vote in school district elections. That's how stupid we've become. Our educational system is so bad at the moment that if we allow more liberal politics to get into our systems, our children's education will be hurt so severely. Did you know that I believe the number is like about 64% of students have difficulty in reading? What's even more amazing is that teachers, and I love the teachers out there who are trying to do their job, on average, take $500 out of their pocket every school season and spend it on school supplies for your students' rooms. $500. $500 is a lot of money in the teacher's salary. I've known some people, some teachers who have gone up to $14,000 a year, trying to provide mats, trying to provide videos, trying to provide anything that they can to stimulate their children. And we as Californians sit by and we let it happen. So several weeks ago I asked you, please go out and help your teacher. When you're out there buying student supplies for your kids, or clothing, or whatever they need, remember your teacher. Every classroom needs help. In some way or another, they need help. And you as California parents who have students in these schools, you have teachers that need your help. If each student's parents were able to sit down with their teacher and say, listen, what do you need for your classroom? And then all work together to provide it, that teacher would not have to spend $500 to $14,000 out of their own pocket to provide supplies and materials for the classroom. That is where we have gone so freaking wrong, because we think that the government should do it, but the government doesn't do it for our students. It has to be parents and teachers in schools who make the possibility of a good education. But instead, we've sat back and we said, I'll let the schools do it. I'll let the schools take care of my children. And they don't get involved. And that's the same situation that we have with our politics in California. We don't get involved and we don't stop the crisis that is looming in the state of California. We have a political crisis where we are turning from a democratic society where we have liberties that protect us to a socialist society where the government controls everything. They control everything about you. And you've let that happen. What kind of Americans have we become? We came to this country and we fought for freedom and we fought wars to get our freedoms and liberties put together for this country. We kicked out the British, we kicked out the French, we kicked out anybody that tried to come into this country to destroy us. But yet we do nothing about the politicians within. Those who are doing damage to our nation and to our states. We do nothing. We just sit there. And instead of using common sense, a lot of times people just vote per party. They repeat everything. They spin everything that is being said to them. But they never stop and think and use common sense of what they're actually saying. So I encourage each and every single one of you, today's Saturday. You have until November to start making a ruckus. You have until November to start getting out there and start listening to what people are saying and what they're doing. You have until November to cast your vote, to change the state of California, to change the state of New York, to change anything within your communities. You have the power of your vote. Use it. Change. Make change. Unite together to make your states better, to make your communities better, to make your neighborhoods better, to make your school systems better. Unite together. Never think the government's going to do it for you because they fail every single time. Don't listen to politicians like Elizabeth Warren, who is attacking and attacking and attacking, but never offers any solutions. And when she does offer something, it's for more government control. Over you, over me. Start listening. Start using some common sense. If a politician says this, if a politician says this, what will it lead to? What is it attacking? What will it hurt us? Will it help us? We need to start thinking with common sense as Americans. We can no longer let politicians overrule our liberties. This is Mike Lodge for the WBT. I will talk with you very, very soon.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
And taxes on WBT.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.